Happy Friday. So I've got a small problem. I have exams next week and I have never ever done an exam in my whole entire life. For today, I'm not gonna think about it other than in this video because, you know, a bitch needs to sleep. So that begs the question, what about Saturday? Of course, I've studied, but not enough, I don't think. So I think I'll probably have to study all day tomorrow, Saturday, and my first exam is on Wednesday. But how do you prepare for an exam? I feel so happy. Anyways, hi, my name's Ella, and this is my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how the heck do you prepare for an exam, especially if you've never done one before, which I'm 14, in high school, 9th grade, so I've never done an exam in my life, and I have 3 exams this semester. I have one on Wednesday, and I have one on Friday and the following Monday, so pretty packed. I feel like the first thing you should probably do is collect all of your like study notes and put them in a package for each subject that you have. But anyways, having all of your study notes together and not, you know, all over the place in different binders, maybe you forgot something in your locker, you have to make sure you have all your study notes so you can prepare for exams. Maybe you should probably put them in like a duotang or something like that. For those of you who don't know what a duotang is, which is surprising if anybody doesn't know what a duotang is, it's these things. They're just, well, these are called report covers, but it holds a lot of paper, so you could put all your different subjects in different duotangs. I think I only have one in here. Duotangs in here, so you could just slide them in and never lose your notes, which is important. Personally, for me, I feel like studying with your friends is like a good idea because you can like quiz each other, you can have fun while doing it, and while you're having fun, you remember everything that you studied, which to me sounds great. You know, studying with your friends won't be boring, you won't get sidetracked, well, maybe, but the main idea is that you're having fun while you're doing it so that you'll remember it easier because you remember.
Oh yeah, I was having fun with my friends that one night, and oh yeah, I remember the equation for slope.
But I think it's a really good idea to study with your friends. Another idea is probably maybe studying at school, whether it's during lunch or after school. After school, me and my friends have done that many times. We just set up a bunch of, what we do is we get a bunch of people and we group together and we find a spot that we want to study at. It's normally in front of these doors that goes into our auditorium at my school, and we just study there because nobody's coming in and out of the doors after school, it's only during school, unless there's a practice for drama kids or something like that. But just find a good spot that's quiet and that you won't be disrupting other after school activities at the school. Or maybe you could study at a park if it's not snowing outside. Clearly it is very snowy, which I love that very much, that it's snowing. But yeah, so you just choose a good spot to study with your friends and everything should go well. Here he is. Hello. When it comes to the night before the exam, I recommend you don't stay up all night studying because that's just going to kind of put you behind a line where here you are ready to go, you remember everything, and here is when you had no sleep whatsoever and now you can't remember anything that you studied because you were too tired, but you did it anyways because you thought it would help you. It does not help you to stay up all night trying to study before the exam. Plus, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you deprive yourself of sleep when you know you have a big test to do the next day? So I do not recommend doing that. Even if you're drinking coffee or energy drinks, just don't do it. I know it's kind of hard to take advice from somebody who's never had an exam in their life, but I also have an older brother who has taken many exams before, so I've seen what works for him and what doesn't, and majority of people do kind of make the same mistakes the first time they do exams. Also, making sure that you eat enough food. A lot of the time when people are studying, they kind of forget to eat because they're so dived into their work and into their studies and into their notes. So it's really, really important to eat, because while you're studying, you are using a lot of brain power and you are losing calories and things like that. So you really need to nourish your body to continue to work. And also, you can only really focus on one thing for about 40 minutes. So that's how long you should try to work on each subject. Like, let's say you had 2 exams that certain semester, you work on one for 40 minutes and then you wait like another 40 minutes and then work on something else for another 40 minutes. Like 40-minute increments. You work and then you relax. You work and then you relax, so that you're not always stressed out and focused on one thing, and you won't want to do it after 30 minutes or 40 minutes. So you need to make sure you give yourself a couple minutes for a break. Like, go and eat, go on a walk to sort of move around your body. You don't want to be sitting down for so long. You need to get your body moving and eat. Please eat. This has worked for me in the past, not when it comes to exams, when it comes to big tests like a unit test for certain subjects. I like to speak my knowledge to my parents or to my friends or my siblings, just to sort of stick it into my brain so that I don't forget. If you say it out loud or you write it down, but for me, saying it out loud kind of helps me to remember it. Since I don't have any notes in front of me, I just say what I remember, and then if I forget something, I'll read over what I forgot and then I'll say it again without looking at my notes. So that helps me to remember. If your parents are good in the subject that you are currently working on, or maybe they're teachers or maybe they're professors or something like that, you have a huge advantage. Let's say you have a French exam and your mom or dad is French or something like that. It's really important to ask them for help. Your parents are not stupid. They know what they're doing. They've been through so many exams. They've been through university or college. They know how to study for these things. So ask your parents for help, okay? Ask your parents. This kind of just popped into my head randomly, but maybe you could try making a song for maybe acronyms that you need to memorize. If you have little instruments like ukulele, you could totally make songs for different acronyms or different parts of your tests that are hard to remember, maybe numbers or definitions. You can make songs with your ukulele or guitar. I have a really good mix of chords that you could use if you decide to make a song with your ukulele or your guitar. It kind of fits with any lyrics that you put into it, so you could totally use these chords. Okay, so my ukulele is tuned with G, C, E, A, the basic chord tunes. And the chords that I would recommend would be C, A minor, F, and G. And this is how I would normally put into a song if I was making a song for studying, things like that. Just continue playing and playing until I finish the song. Or you could use different chords like E minor. You could use C minor. It's one of my favorites. D. Any chord really, but a good 4-part chord is good when it comes to making simple songs for your studying. I know this time of year is super stressful. It's stressful on the people who are taking the exams, the people who have to mark all those exams, especially for the parents that have to see their kids all stressed out, and some people have mental breakdowns when it comes to being so stressed all about all these exams. But just know that this stuff does not determine your life. If you don't do so well on an exam, that doesn't mean you're stupid, really, it doesn't. It just means you have to work a bit harder and maybe correct your work ethic. Maybe you didn't study enough, or maybe you just didn't have the right mental space. Maybe you were really scared for this, you got nervous. But just know that it's not the end of the world if you don't do great. But that's all I have for today, so if you guys like the video, like, subscribe, and comment. Maybe give me some ideas for another video I could do in the future. Alright, thanks. Bye. Look at all the snow!